Welcome to today's Smart Idea. I'm excited about our topic today. This topic is brought to us by way of Scott Szabo, one of our long-term favorite community members.
Yay, Scott.
We love Scott, man.
He's always sharing really good tidbits that he finds, and I really appreciate that about Scott because he helps me, I don't know, stay fresh and have good ideas. So thank you, Scott. This was actually from something he shared from Mindy Peltz. And she was talking about the 5 things to do immediately when you're suffering from a bad day. And I think, I think one of the we have these calls is for you community members to come on and to be able to have a place where you can feel safe being vulnerable, sharing your experiences and sharing your struggles as well as your successes. Sometimes we don't hear a lot about the struggles. People hold them in. But when we talk about happy hormones and, spiking our brain chemistry, having human connection is a really important piece. And having a place where you can be vulnerable and feel safe to share your experience, I think is a really important piece. And we all have bad days, right? So don't feel like you can't share those because that's definitely part of what we want you to do in these community calls when you want to. Other people might have great ideas for you to help get you through it. Here's a few from Mindy. So Mindy says, when you're having a bad day, when you're struggling to stay on track, here's 5 things you can do right now in the moment that you're struggling to try and snap out of it or kind of change your focus or your direction. Number 1, go for a walk. I love this one because the outdoors just does it. It just takes the edge off of life, brings you into the present moment, and often helps you kind of forget what you're mulling over or, ruminating in the stresses that that often go on in our mind. Number 2, practice gratitude. Another one of those things that takes you outside of yourself and helps you refocus on something external that can be really helpful. So whether that's like, writing, journaling, the things you're grateful for, or speaking that to somebody who you feel grateful to have in your life. There's lots of ways to express gratitude. Number 3 is engage in self-care. Lots of ideas there that you could come up with. A bubble bath, a walk would fit into that. Maybe you guys think about some self-care things you like, and maybe you can share that when I'm done with this list. But lots of ideas as far as self-care goes. Focus on positive thoughts. Kind of change that focus in your mind. And number 5 is deep breathing. And if you've never tried some breathing techniques, go Google it and find a few people who can lead you in a breathing technique. That can be a very powerful tool. Box breathing is a nice, simple thing that you can Google and get into if you've never tried breathing before. So I like those tips. I hope you all feel safe in this space to share your stories and to share when you're feeling like you're having a bad day or that things aren't going well. And I think that's part of the journey. And learning from it and moving forward from it is a really important piece to feel confident that you know how to do that. Do you guys have any ideas for the self-care piece? What stuck out to you when I brought that topic up?
I know what Rich does. Gets on his bike.
I was just gonna say that, Jack. I go up in the mountains and ride like crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
your escape, right? You've said you do it kind of to escape.
Yep.
Yeah.
Turn on my music and just go ride. Yeah.
yeah. I like your gratitude one, Carly. I think that's the thing that's helped me the most over many years when I'm down or depressed or feeling like I'm having a bad day. If you just count 5 things that you are really thankful that you have, you just almost instantly you feel different. I have a brother-in-law who had cancer and was really destined to die, and he overcame it. And what he would do is that very thing. He would think of when he was in pain or whatever, he would think of 5 things. And sometimes they were as simple as I can breathe. I mean, he had to find the simplest things to be grateful for because he was in such dire straits at the time. But he could always find something to focus on that he was grateful for and get him out of that dark place.
And Carly, maybe even serve other people. I think service is a great opportunity for us to give, and that kind of takes us out of maybe things we're struggling with, and to see the need in the need that other people have.
All right. Well, let's see in our meetup today. So I'm sure some of our community members have some great ideas as well. So we'll look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.
Thanks, Carly.